Two things are going to come out of this podcast. One, we're going to be canceled, and two, we're probably going to get divorced from our wives.
So fucking inappropriate. So fucking inappropriate.
It's like crying, just jerking it on the hard. What the fuck? Jerking it on the hard. Jerking it on the hard.
So fucking inappropriate.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time again for that top 10 list you don't give a fuck about by two guys you really don't give a fuck about.
All right, we are back with another episode of the Inappropriates. And this week's episode is sponsored by Jonah's Bait and Tackle Shop. Want to run that ad, please, Matthew?
This week is brought to you by Jonah's Bait and Tackle Shop. That's right, Jonah's Bait and Tackle Shop for all of your fishing needs. In fact, if you even have questions about those fishing needs, you can head right on down to the shop. He's got a fully apprenticed master baiter up there where he can absolutely pick out everything you need to catch the biggest fish or just get your worm wiggled. That's right, that's Jonah's Bait and Tackle Shop sponsoring this week's show. I fucking hate my life some days.
All right, well, we have a special show today because we have a special guest. Before I introduce the guest, though, you are our first guest. This is what's going to happen every time, though. I'm going to ask one of three questions. I've already determined the one I'm going to ask you. And then you're just going to give us a response, and then we'll introduce you.
Cool.
All right? So, what is your most absurd porn search?
Let's see. Most absurd.
Don't be shy.
No, I'm not gonna be shy. I don't think this is insane necessarily, but
What seems to be incredible is there's a Rolodex of absurd porn searches going off, and he's like, which one am I going to choose?
yeah, it's only like 2 or 3 though.
Just snatch into the deck and grab that ace.
So to answer your question, I would say stuck in the elevator, but like not like just stuck in the elevator, but I mean like in the elevator door or something like that.
Okay. So, like, the girl bent over, stuck in the elevator,
Yeah,
that
something
kind of
like
thing?
that, Yeah,
I assumed girl.
yeah, of course.
Good assumption. Okay.
Yeah,
Is this like that stepmom stuck in the dryer?
Yeah, I was
scene
gonna say,
you
there's-
watch?
yeah. I've seen those. Yeah.
And
those
under
type
the
deals.
couch, under
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bed,
yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing
So-
crazy. Nothing like whatever you may be thinking. I don't know.
I don't know. All right. Well, you know him a little better than I do, Matthew.
No
But we've
Diddy.
talked about him several times previously. We've finally got him here. So go ahead and introduce your boy.
Oh, I'm doing introductions too. Okay, like off the Spurs sponsorship and now introductions. Great.
Get it right too.
Well, this all started with me and my boss doing a podcast, and instead of actually going out and paying a guest to be here, we just got another coworker. So all three of us are hail from the same workplace, except what I'm talking about today is Jay. Now, Jay
Yeah,
is
fuck my NL, man. He just got a rando off the street.
we don't have enough money to pay for guests yet.
Is this legal?
Oh man, this is our coworker Jay. Jay is the Black Panther of our workforce, the guy who holds certain things together, and the one that everyone comes to when they have a question just to find out he ran to the store for cigarettes. Jay, everybody.
Where's my applause and shit?
That was it. That was good right there.
I don't have one of those applause buttons.
I actually do, but I haven't figured out how to use it yet.
No, that's fine. Just go into my contract. Don't worry about it.
You know, going through.
All right. Today's episode, Jay has 10 questions. Me and Matthew do not know what these questions are. And I told him whatever he wants to ask. The most wild, absurd, ridiculous questions. And it's about to go down right now. So,
Yes.
have you listened to our podcast? We've talked about it. I know the
Yeah.
answer to this.
Now I haven't listened to every single episode.
No, but you've listened to
Yeah,
a
I've
few.
listened to it.
So then you do know that we break up some of the monotony and dead air. Well, it's supposed to be dead air, but with Mary Fuck Kills. So you're
Yes.
okay.
I've been told about this very inappropriate task at hand. I see.
Okay.
I have a
Well-
feeling there might be dead air after some of the questions. Like,
Well, we'll get to the Mary Fuck Kills, but if you want to get the ball started and
Okay,
ask number
so
10?
not in any order of these questions.
Okay.
And they're not as crazy as you may think, even though once you start answering things can take, we'll just go from there. How about that? So the first question is something that's been on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all over the airwaves the last multiple weeks. I kind of rephrased it with my own little spin on it. But the original question is I'm sorry, not you. Not you. 100 yous. 100 men versus a gorilla. Who's winning? But then my spin on it, of course, was you versus 100 gorillas or whatever animal that you think that you can whoop. Could you whoop 100 squirrels? Or could you whoop 100 pigeons? Or,
I'll let you answer this one first.
Sorry, just take the bitch way out and go ants. I could definitely whoop 100 ants.
I'm gonna stick
Can you?
I'm gonna stick with the gorillas thing.
like them little ones on the sidewalk.
Because
Sure,
if they
I
get
mean,
in your shoe or in your pants,
yeah, that could be uncomfortable. So we're sticking with the 100 us versus a gorilla.
If that's what how
Or-
I'm gonna perceive
that's
it.
the most popular.
Are we
one,
still
but
going with
know.
what's the
Answer
terrible
both.
size of animal that I think I could whip
You can
up?
do
under
both.
a-
Answer both. Yeah,
You
answer
go.
both. There we go. Let's do that.
I mean, just like any other conversation, there's no way 100 of them are taking out a gorilla. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. It's not
I'm
gonna
sorry, I got to
happen.
rephrase it. A silverback gorilla.
It doesn't matter if it's baby gorilla at the zoo. I don't think. I think people very much underestimate. Not only you look up a gorilla, and they're like 5'8", 5'10", or something like that. So like height wise, people get very misconception of, oh yeah, I'm taller than that. I whoop is that. No, dude, these fucking things 400 to 500 pounds, and they can actually been recorded bench pressing up to 1,700 pounds. He's just gonna rip limbs off and beat everyone else to death with them. And, like, is it logistically you're only gonna get like 12 guys around a gorilla? That's just
At any given time.
that's just easy pickings, and then 3/4 of them are gonna run off after that first guy gets his head ripped off, and I'm gonna be in that 3/4 running. So
Now this is a hell in a cage.
we all
Hell in
dying.
a cell,
We,
I'm sorry.
we all dying at that
This is
point.
hell in a cell.
This is just, I mean,
At least it should. Be.
I'm not even sure I've got the option to crawl over the side and drop to the ground for the win on that. So, but yeah, I definitely would take the side of the gorilla over 100 people. That just seems plausible. That just seems 100% there.
I'm absolutely on board with that, and I don't have much to add other than it'd be 99 people versus the gorilla because I'm fucking out as soon as that
Right?
happens.
Exactly.
Later.
You're like, and you're champion. Yeah, I'm out. No, I'm good. Yeah, that's still champion. That's don't even announce and you're still champion.
Because when I think about it, it reminds me of that my favorite Thor film I always be asking about. I don't know which one it is, where Hulk is at the arena with my man from Jurassic Park as the leader, and I just think about him in the arena,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you're not doing that.
Nah, that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, he's just- Now, like I said, you can have a strategic plan, militarize and everything you want, and it could work out somehow, some kind of way. Maybe one time out of high mean have chances, but in real life, getting whooped thoroughly.
And this, just to
Immediately.
clarify, this is hand to hand, not we ain't got no
this
weapons,
is, this
nothing.
is
Yeah.
me
Nope,
and
I'm out.
you and
That's straight mono
yeah,
shit.
you got some
Like,
basketball shorts and a wife beater.
if it was 100 people and they were all armed with knives, then I'd say, you know what?
Yeah,
There's
if
there's
we-
a shot,
I don't even know knives. I think
Not
I'm
a
still, I
good
think I'm still out,
shot.
yeah.
but there is a shot. Like,
As far as another animal that I think I could take, I mean, outside of bugs, obviously, the getting up in your
Because
shit.
even
that-
100
but-
mosquitoes may piece your ass up. You sorry as hell, like yeah.
oh, you're gonna
Hold
be
up.
itchy as shit the next day.
might get malaria or
I
something.
thought it was 100 of me and my boys versus one animal. Now,
no, now it's you.
Now it's you versus 100
of whatever
animal.
you think
oh
that you
hell
can
no,
whoop.
no, nothing. I'm done. Like, I don't want nothing to do with that.
Not even gerbils or hamsters.
No.
or...
I'll be able to knock out like half of it,
fly?
and then I'm sure that somehow a fly is going to get inside my
Nah, it's
ear. I'm
definitely
going to
gonna
freak
piss
out
you
like a
out.
little bitch.
Hey, it's definitely possible. Definitely possible.
And I'm like an elephant when it comes to mice, so I want nothing to do with fucking. No. How about you? 100 of these motherfuckers? No.
I mean, not that I would walk away unscathed, but yeah, I'd say maybe possible, like, I don't know, squirrels or hamsters or something like that, honestly. It'd have to be something small. I mean, you're still going to get tore the fuck up at some point.
Oh,
but,
yeah, something's going to happen. You're going to get
I mean,
injured at
because
some
I
point,
look at it in
no
that
matter what.
aspect, like anything that would only come at me like 2 or 3 at a time, it's probably something I couldn't beat one-on-one anyway.
True.
And the worst part about it is if it comes to something like small, like what I mentioned, I mean, you can have 30 of them little fuckers on you at any given time.
One grabbing your nuts,
I'm
one gouging your
just-
eyes. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
I've just
Yeah.
gotta like hope to God that if that happens, I could just, do the fire, stop, drop, and roll, and maybe kill some of them on the way out, and then, grab the squirrels, tie 2 tails together, so I got some squirrel nunchucks, and maybe I'll have some
Bruce Lee in
something
my
going
body.
on.
If it's something small enough,
I think I would probably live, but I don't think I would be like walking away. Definitely not walking
You're gonna be
away
pissed off.
unscathed. Yeah, I'm very
You're
pissed
gonna limp
off.
away, probably.
Very pissed off.
if it's something small enough that I can squash all 100 with my size 12, just one stomp, then all right. But other than that, no.
I definitely think he's leaning toward the black ants on the sidewalk.
Well, I said something that's going to offend a lot of people, but I don't care. Puppies. Beat the brakes off 100 puppies. I beat the world off them puppies. Stomp me, like you said, I wear 12s too.
Like,
Get all of them.
like fresh-born puppies. too.
Fresh-born.
Okay.
They can be a year old, depending on what type of animal it is, too. But like a, I ain't gonna say a chihuahua because they're kind of feisty.
What's absolutely fucked up is I almost said kittens.
Yeah.
I almost
Yeah.
said, you know what?
Yeah.
I happily stomped the fuck out of 100 kittens.
See, kittens,
Like,
kittens going too far, man.
I'll get my boots on. I'll just walk around on kitten stopping day.
all
I mean,
them
it
cat
just-
videos, man, it's going too far, man. See, now you gonna get canceled already, man.
Oh, you beat the brakes off puppies, but I can't stomp some kittens? Like, really?
You can't stop no kittens, man. It's kittens, man.
It's puppies, dude.
See, I look at it like, even though it's not, I always look at it like a dog is a male and a cat is a girl. So can't stop out the girls
Oh, bro, we've talked about this. Guys are more like cats and women are more like dogs.
to a certain extent.
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
There's something wrong with all of them, so it don't even matter.
Think about it. You get home or you get ready and leave. The cat just don't give a fuck. It's like, all right, see ya. Be home in time to eat. Be home in time to feed me. There it is. They don't care. Just like when a guy's sitting on the couch, a girl comes out, hey, I'm heading out with the girls. All right. We're going to be out late. Do you?
Got a point.
and now, think about the opposite side of that. The dog, you're like, I'm going to go get the mail. Really? Where are you going? Down just the end of the driveway? What? Are you coming back? When are you coming back? How long is it going to take you to get there and back? You go get the mail, you open the door, it's like, oh my God. I swear to God, you were gone 38 seconds longer than you said. I don't know what the fuck is wrong.
Tail going crazy.
Ready for your next question?
See.
You're not going to add none of that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
My wife's not like that, so
I may have mentioned this one before, but we'll put it on wax, if not said already.
You said the last one. You asked us that at work.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was.
I
Just,
think
okay,
yesterday.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so that may not count. I'll
All
add
of
that
these
in.
questions are going to be. He's
Well,
asked us already.
No, this one is. Though.
Okay.
But like I said, people may have not have heard this.
That's fair. That's fair.
This is the one where I said, if a broad you were intimate with was missing an eye, are you fucking it? And if and when you do nut, are you nutting in her brain or is it going down her nasal cavity? Like, is it still? I don't know.
So the second half of the question is if you answered yes to the first half.
Yes, I guess.
All right. Okay. Are either of us answering no to the first half?
I think so.
Like,
Somehow.
I'm not. I'm fucking the hole. I mean,
It's there. You can whack, you put some lube on it.
I
whatever
wish
you
I.
want,
dude.
I wish I remembered my exact answer when you asked me.
give it a
'cause
fresh batch of stem cells right to the injury part. Is that what we're doing?
Hey, you might regrow. Has this been done before?
I mean, for science, we may have to conduct an experiment, but first of all, it's going to be finding the one-eyed girl that's willing to let that happen.
As Jay's looking out there for.
Yeah, I was saying just in
Jay's
case.
like, hang on, let me check. We are in the weird library. Is there any
Yeah.
one-eyed? It's like, let's just step out there and call out into the library. Any one-eyed women in here want to do a science experiment?
Last Saturday of the month, you never know.
Oh my God, dude, no.
I mean,
I don't know if I'm fully prepared for this one.
that could, but you know what? That part could go with part of the first part of the question I asked the first time.
The thing about it is that I don't really have like a desire to I don't know, fuck a woman's eye sockets.
Oh, I didn't think I did either. That's just randomly just.
And stuck in an elevator was the weirdest porn search you could come up with. And
Well,
we're
that's what
talking
I'm about to say.
this.
I never looked this up, but I'm pretty sure someone's probably looked this up.
Probably.
So I guess you can,
And if they haven't,
Okay,
they will
ladies
now.
and gentlemen, I'm just going to be the voice of truth here. There's going to be a common Google search on 3 devices later today. And I'm not
just 2.
going to disclose what that search is, especially if you're listening. You should probably know that. But I'm just telling you that simultaneously on 3 devices at some point today, curiosity is going to override 3 brains. And the worst part is I'm headed to my nephew's baseball game after this, and if it gets too boring, I have a new
ladies and gentlemen,
Google
it's happening.
search.
It's happening. At least 2 of the 3.
What was the second part of the question?
Where does it go when you finish?
Yeah, when you finish, are you stem cell in her brain and such? Or is she going to drown because it's going to go down the nasal cavity? Or is it going to just sit inside of her head and cultivate? And
Yeah, I don't.
Oh
I'm
my
not-
God.
I'm not educated enough on the anatomy and shit to really.
That's
really
what I'm saying. I was
answer
like, I can't think I can medically say one way or the other on this one. Like,
conjoined twin dyslexia may start.
I mean, maybe if you have a really strong finish, that it might come out a tear duct. I don't know how that works.
Put it like this. If
You fucked her eye so good she cried cum. That's so wrong.
listen, if nut come out her other good eye, then I might gotta slap her. I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Get that shit on me. Like,
Honestly,
what
she
you doing?
probably gonna slap you and be like, what the fuck did you just do?
You let me? What the fuck? The hell? Might have been her idea. Shit. Everybody else might have been turned off at this point of the romantic evening. I might have been the only one to be like, why not? Fuck it.
I swear to God, this is making me rethink every pirate movie I've ever watched in my life.
Arr.
You know what they say about sailors?
I don't, actually.
Stuck alone on a ship for months on end, something's bound to happen.
Awesome. Probably just gonna go on the ship, personally.
So are you fucking the hole?
I mean, for the prince,
I think the real question is,
I don't think what we're talking about is the hole. I'm just saying, the hole I think is at the other end of the body.
I think the real question is, are you still finishing in that hole?
No.
It's the climax in the same vicinity as the.
Okay, I kind of remember some of my answer when you asked me that originally,
What you got?
because you just light bulb off in my head. It depends. As far as me, if I'm finishing,
Okay.
one, if I know that there's going to be damage to the girl from me finishing inside of her, I don't think I can bring myself to do that.
I think you could.
I don't think I could. But if there's not going to be any damage, then there's no reason not to. Why wouldn't I?
Because it's fucked up. Because the damage may be the part that makes it even more intense and more funny if you even think that at the time. It's fucked up. I know, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's fucked up to say. I'm just saying, but y'all know what I'm talking about, man.
Why did I just get this whole fucked up image of a woman walking into an ER and somebody yelling out, "Stat, we got cum burns in the eye socket."
Might be a thing from now on. You never know.
Just
I mean,
fuck.
It gives a whole new definition to getting brains. So
There you go.
I'm definitely down to do it. But if it's going to give her brain damage, I guess poking it might get a brain damage too, though.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm nutting. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
see?
another circumstance, though, is the eye socket wet or dry?
That's what I was saying. You can put some whatever you need to do, because I also thought about this part too. This is fucked up. So let's say you get it in there. Let's say you
Pass
lube it
that
up
on
and
this
you get it
question.
in there, but it's like
Get a little bit.
smooth going in, but it's not as smooth trying to come back out. So you could be stuck and or scrapage, and now you're both at the hospital. Possibly not at the same time, maybe at the same time, but not like together at the same time when you have to go to the hospital.
Well, if you're stuck in there, I think you would be together.
Yes, I said hopefully.
That'd be a really weird gurney
'Cause-
position.
That changes everything.
It
right?
changes a lot of things.
Yeah. With all
Well,
of
'cause
that
then-
information, no.
Because I was like, with all the other questions, I'm like, how deep is the socket? Because I mean, I'm not like porn star big, but I'm pretty sure it's not going my inches
But
back in her head.
But I
either.
mean, how far is the brain from the socket or the eye part?
I can't imagine it's like
I
that
mean,
far.
I don't really know.
I feel like once I lose my erection, though, it would just slide right out. So I think I'm still safe.
Okay, that could be okay. That's a good response.
I mean, it's a good possibility, but you know, I mean,
But you might be so excited and so engulfed at the time that circulation could get cut off. Like a lot of things could happen. Now I think about it for real. Kind of outrageous.
I might not do it.
Because you
though.
could still be
see,
super
here's the thing.
excited.
I don't think I could do it because what if? Okay, so let's go a whole different direction with this. What if you do decide to go through with it,
Mhm.
and your dick bumps the part of her brain that triggers a angry reaction?
Oh, she can't bite.
Like she bites the bottom of your ball sack or some shit because
And now
because
you, gotta,
you tap that anger response. Like there's
you
just
gotta
too much.
Keep tapping other responses to see.
I mean, if that's the
Or-
only side of the brain you're hitting with your
Or it
dick,
could be positioning. Just turn her sideways so her
Yeah.
mouth's nowhere near your balls.
Or somehow, if you can transition on her
until
like a
she
UFC
starts
fight.
like till she starts punching you or some shit. Now I don't know. There's no. I mean, it'd make a good story. Don't get me wrong. I mean, especially with me doing stand up. Man, do you have any idea how I would love to stand up there with a story that I could like pretty much tell word for word? Let me tell you about the time I fucked this bitch in her eye socket.
She might have a fat ass eye socket.
I don't think I've ever down any list of things that I immediately notice about a woman that turned me on. I've never went, God damn, that is a sexy ass eye socket. It's just
Now when you go home, you may
there's
look
a
at
phrase that I've
know?
never. Okay, there's Google
You
search
may
number
start, you
2.
may
What is
start
a
feeling
sexy
your eyes
ass eye
license. Like, yeah, I
socket?
like that shit right there. Yeah. Got that good bone.
You ever got in an accident? I'm just saying, there's
Yeah.
options.
That orbital right there. Hey.
So- wait a minute, would that be called an orbital strike?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was all in, literally, but I'm
What?
not now.
At the end of it, finisher.
You know,
Yeah, that's too much. I think that's too much of a risk.
or you're
so-
allowed to change your mind. New evidence could bring new answers.
And I mean, not to mention, if something were to go terribly wrong, I don't want to know that I literally fucked a bitch today. Like, not like that. Because think about it. If she dies while your dick is in her eye, that is a finishing scene you could watch on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Dickality. You know, you can just see that happening, grabbing her head, you know, the
Go
blood
through the-
splurting out. It's like, dickality.
Go through the back of her head.
You know, and I'm just like, no, I don't want that to be the story on how this. I mean, it'd be a funny story as long as it didn't happen to me.
So let's say you do kill her. Is that murder, manslaughter?
Hold on, is this part of your top 10?
No, this is still part of that same question. Somehow. We gonna
anytime
Next
I get a
time.
chance to sit down at work for longer than 20 minutes, this is the shit we end up into.
okay.
So-
We'll just
No, go ahead. Go ahead. What is it?
no. It was just like let's say you do kill her somehow. Is that murder? Is that manslaughter? Is that like in the act of heat? What do you call that charge?
Assault
Are you
and
getting
battery.
charged? Or
I feel there's definitely you're coming up on a charge. I don't know.
I'm
Of what
thinking
degree,
gross
though?
sexual misconduct might be thrown in there
Yeah,
or
probably.
something.
but what if it was on tape and you played the tape and the girl was the one saying like, "Yeah, I want you to fuck me in my fucking eye," you know, and you like, man, all right. And then somehow
I
she
mean,
dies, and you like, hey man, like
Accidental death is still tried as manslaughter. Even if you accidentally kill somebody, there's still isn't that manslaughter?
Second degree, maybe. Not a judge,
So if
lawyer, nothing.
let's
So I
say
don't
that's
know.
your family member. Are you mad at that person that killed her? Do you want revenge?
What am I gonna do? Fuck him in the eye?
You want to, I guess. I mean,
I have a feeling that if the girl is asking for this to be done, her family probably has an idea. This girl is a freak, right? Someone in her family, most likely.
No. Plot twist.
I mean,
She doesn't have an eye because her father fucked her in the eye when she
oh
was a
my
baby.
god, dude!
now she's. So
Now-
this is a whole movie, actually. We can write this. A little miniseries. And if she dies, she comes back, and there's other people mimicking her, and they're doing. There's a lot we can do with that,
Oh my
fellas.
god, we just made a new version of the weirdest sexual version of the Crow ever. Sometimes when you die
Is that Brandon Lee?
in a sexual assault,
If she dies,
the swan doesn't let you cross the river Styx.
she dies.
And sometimes that soul comes back.
How about we do a Mary Fuck Kill now?
This summer.
He's gonna keep going.
Dickless in the socket. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, somebody draw a card.
At least it wasn't in Seattle. Fuck it.
Guest of honor, go ahead.
Yes, Devonna, I'm gonna do the girl one because y'all tweaking.
That's fine, but eventually you're gonna have to do the males. just so
Okay,
you
this says Lady Gaga.
All right,
Okay,
you got
that's
to
one.
draw 3.
Oh, I got
You
it.
have-
You don't know how Mary Fuck Kill is done?
Giselle Bundchen. Is that Brady's old lady?
I think so.
Ex-
What's her last name?
Bundchen. And I don't know who Amanda Seyfried is.
Amanda
Like,
Seyfried. Ugh. I'm trying to think of what she played in.
They spelled the last name of Giselle.
Bundchen with two dots.
Two little
above the
dots
U.
over the U.
I just put Bund.
That's that Swedish.
Bun.
That
Yeah,
Swedish
that's
shit.
Giselle
her.
Bundy.
No, I know
Yeah.
who she is.
Yeah,
but
I'm just saying that's
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
with Leonardo, and then she turned 22 and became too old for Leonardo, and then she went and got with Tom Brady.
And then what's the
Oh,
other
you're
choice?
talking about Giselle or Amanda?
Giselle.
Oh,
Amanda Seyfried, Seyfried. All
her.
right, whatever.
Okay.
Say fried.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who she is. I can't remember what she plays. She playing a bunch of shit though.
Yeah. Okay. So
She's a crier.
we got her, Giselle, and what was the first one? Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. So I got to kill, marry, and smash one.
And Lady
Yeah.
Gaga had a song about fucking face, so I mean, maybe she might be down for this experiment.
So kill.
Oh, you going to answer it first? All right. All right.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to.
Normally
no,
the-
go for it,
yeah,
man.
Normally
Do
the
it,
person
do
that
it.
draws it, but that's fine. Go
Oh,
ahead.
so
Your show.
marry. That's tough. Mary gonna give me Giselle, cause
You
she
want the,
got bread.
You want the goat sloppy
She got
seconds? All right.
bread.
That's fine. I don't care about. I mean, I care about the sloppy seconds for sure, but that's fine. She got bread. Like,
I think all 3 of them probably got bread.
yeah,
bro.
but she gotta like.
She probably got the most.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and them
Gaga.
kids ain't mine, so you know.
Kids ain't. Yeah, no kidding. We'll know when the family photo comes
I'm just
out.
saying. I
I
wouldn't-
bet those ain't Jay's kids.
You never know. Marry. Give me Lady Gaga.
I thought you married Giselle.
Oh, did I?
Because
So now you got to
the
fuck
bread.
one and kill
I
the
did
other.
say marry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, marry, give me Lady Gaga.
Okay, you're going to marry
Smash, give me Giselle. But Lady Gaga, I'll marry her just because I think she's a talented person. And she kind of weird. Not that I like that, but it'll keep things on edge a little bit
She
for
probably-
the relationship.
She
you
weird
know?
enough to get stuck in that elevator for him. I'm just saying
Yeah,
right
she
now.
make
She
him-
weird enough to
yeah.
get stuck in that elevator.
And sometimes, like, when I see her, sometimes she look like, man, what the fuck? Why do you look like that? And then sometimes I look at her and I'm like, hey, yo. Like,
Yeah, she does kind of go from like really cute to
Yeah.
like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So you want that in your wedding or your marriage? You want to every once in a while come in and be like, "Oh shit," and then
no,
oh, okay.
I don't. But because she's a talented person, I could understand why it could be in that mode for her. Maybe she working on something. Maybe we got a lot of conversation. I think we have a good conversation. The other chick, yeah, I have to murk her because she reminds me of somebody that cries. I don't like people.
We talk about Amanda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she just looks like somebody that if we
someone that
yeah,
cries,
like that's gonna piss me off. Like if we get into an argument or something like that, and she just Get the fuck out of my face, please. You gonna make me end up doing something. I'm gonna end up going to jail, and I'm gonna be the bad guy all because your goofy ass sitting here crying because you know you got a flat tire. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it.
Okay.
So
Well, for me, I am going to marry the one that you think cries.
okay.
For no other particular reason other than what I'm about to say about the other two.
Okay.
Which, by the way, Amanda Seyfried, or how you say her name, Mamma Mia, Mean Girls, In Time, Jennifer's Body, Ted 2. She's been in a bunch of different movies. So, I looked that up. But all right, so I'm going to marry her. She's hot. She's hot too. I mean,
No, I'll smash though. I ain't saying I wouldn't, but
and she's got some money.
she's
so,
gonna cry and it's gonna piss me off. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll let you know if she cries or not. I am going to fuck Giselle. I would marry her, but I don't want to have to hear constantly through my whole life, how does Tom Brady's dick taste? How does the goat's dick taste? So
Yeah, I'm not going through that either.
yeah, so I'm just going to fuck her. I'm definitely going to fuck her. And then Lady Gaga, I'm very talented, and she does look hot sometimes, but other times I'm like, oh. And there's rumors that she's a dude. And
I've also heard that to a certain extent. So
I'm fucking Giselle and killing Lady Gaga, and then marrying the crying bitch.
okay.
How about you, Matthew?
Reasonable.
Well, I'm kind of with you. I'm slashing off Amanda. I just
Why?
she's the least attractive of the three.
She has her moments.
Hey,
too,
she's
though.
had her movies,
Yeah.
man. She's a good actress. I don't have anything against any of her performances. It's just out of the three. I mean, it's kind of what it is.
Yeah, don't take it the wrong way. I said you would cry. I give you that work. Like, don't get it twisted. Like saying.
Now I'll take the night with Lady Gaga, and then we'll meet back, and I'll tell you if it was really a dude or not. But I mean, it's for science. I'm going to take that
Science,
night
I got you.
for science.
Yeah, I'm a science.
And
guy, so.
I will end up marrying Gazelle because I don't give a shit how many times I hear, "Oh, how does the
Giselle,
goats?" Or
not gazelle.
you know,
That's an animal.
It's going to be Giselle by the time I'm done with it.
Not
Okay,
my car. Man.
that is, she's going to change her name to Giselle. Giselle, and that's what it's going to be.
That is her name.
So you want to jizz in her?
That's right. No S, it's a Z. It's Giselle. She's going to have a lot of that up in her. She's a supermodel, for fuck's sake. One of the ones that don't look like garbage. So I don't care what kind of comments I get about Brady. They'll ask me, what's his seconds taste like? Blah, blah, blah. It tastes like I stole that man's bitch. That's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like I won and took a Super Bowl fucking champion's wife. That's what it fucking feels like.
Retired him out the league.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, let's just put it this way. How do you think it went? She left him and she's now with me. All right. So, I mean, obviously I outperform a Super Bowl champion. Okay. So whatever. I mean, I have no problem with that. You own that shit, put it on Front Street. They'll be like, yeah, what's the point in saying that shit? He just like, fuck it. It lasts, a week? Yeah, who cares?
People can say what they want. They just decided because they're not in your position. They'll fucking wipe that hoe up too.
Yeah.
I mean.
All right, question number 8.
Question number 8.
Or whichever your next one is, because you said you didn't have an order. So
No. Which one I wanted to ask? So, are there 4 people? 4 is my favorite number, by the way. That's why I chose 4. It has significance. We can get into that later or whatever. Are there 4 people you would want to unalive, knowing that 4 people will be unalived thereafter? Not knowing who those 4 people are?
do I have to name the 4 that I want?
No, you don't got to name the 4. But if you could think of 4 people that you would be like, man, I'll push shit out this motherfucker off the bridge. Fuck him or her.
But then
But
4
people, as soon as they die, 4 people are going to die.
and it could be
It could
my
be,
wife,
it
kids,
could
me.
be anybody.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking right
And you
there,
know,
like,
and you know how the universe works.
because he's like 4 people you have no idea are gonna die.
Yeah.
Like I can't think of 4 people that'd be worth.
Yeah, because
My daughter's
it'll be
lives,
some,
dude.
yeah,
Like,
it'll
I
be some
can't.
bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to
the unlikeliness of it to happen.
See, I wouldn't even want
not,
any of my
but
brothers or my sisters going through that, and I'm not even friends with one of my sisters. Like, you know, we are blood. Don't talk. Don't this. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other what happens. But I don't know if I would. Just knowing that we're not really close, I don't know if I could off somebody knowing that she might be one of the people that would go. Because now you're not asking if there's 4 people I want to off. Now you're asking, is there 4 people I would off that could very much personally affect everything else in my
That's what I'm
life?
saying.
Man,
Because some people may say,
that is.
I hate the shit out this family or something. Like, I'll kill their whole fucking family. Like, I just hate everything about them on some Hatfield and McCoy type shit. But like I said, the odds of it somebody being in your family or somebody that you know, probably not. But like I said, you know how the universe and karma and all this whatever shit happens.
Yeah, but I mean,
It might fuck around.
but
Be you.
when I have to
Could be you.
throw like my personal family on the line, that's when it
know.
really, because then I have to ask myself, who do I hate more than I love those people? You know, I don't know.
Or what if it was narrowed down to just one person?
Still, that throws my whole personal, like, I don't know. I couldn't roll that dice. No, I mean, 7 billion people. But like you said, I know how karma in the world
That's what I'm
works.
saying.
It's going to hit probably really fucked up close to home. It's not like I kill Hitler
For
and
no
then
reason.
Stalin falls
Yeah.
because of it. Like, oh, hey, 2 for 1, you know? Hell, I have to go in and pay money back to the lottery for doing a scratch off because I lost so bad I owe them money. Like, I'm not taking that gamble. I'm not rolling dice on something that I can't win a chance game on, you know?
It's rough.
Yeah,
rough.
that one's kind of easy. I can off the rip name 4 people
Said you could?
that I could unalive, but I can't name one
That you would possibly give
that
up?
I would be willing to potentially lose. So
I'm in the same boat with y'all.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't-
yeah, 4 people, coming up with a list of 4 people. It's the consequences
Because I know of a couple
behind
people.
it's what makes you stop. The bad part is I know people that be like, oh yeah, no problem. Let's knock all 4 of them
Yeah, I
off.
do too.
And it's like, dude, like, you have kids. Then they'll be all right. Don't worry about it. Whatever. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because if it did come down to somebody I'm close with, or even potentially comes down to somebody I know,
Mhm.
you know,
Like, damn.
the weight of their death on me would be way worse than the weight of the person that I
Mhm.
chose. You know what I'm saying? Like that would fuck. It wouldn't. That's the fucked up part. The 4 people wouldn't bother me. I sleep like a baby tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
The one person that I know, that would so fucking keep me up at night. Like literally like death on my hands type shit.
Or
Like,
just knowing, like, who are the people that died if I killed 4 people, or if I had them 4 people off. Like, who are those 4 people? Like, is anybody I know in my circle over the last couple of days, have they, you would have to do some research, and that's going, like you said, it's going to fuck your head up regardless, depending on what type of person that
but I
you
mean,
are.
even when you look at it too, like, you know, even if it's someone you don't know, but later you see on the news, you know,
The clerk at the store.
only doctor in a 10-mile radius out in this other country that has been helping these people just mysteriously drops dead in the street, and you're gonna be going, oh, fuck, you know.
I mean,
I still feel
really.
bad about that, without a doubt. Unfortunately, not as bad as if my kid dropped over, but at the same point in time, you know, like, yeah, that's just fucked up
It's
to
rough.
think about all the way around,
is.
dude.
It is.
It is.
Because I don't hate enough people to. There's some people, I know multiple people that nothing happening to somebody else, I would go ahead and give them at work easily. Like today, right now. Multiple different ways of how I could do it.
Is it fucked up that I call everyone I'm close to into a room and be like, I have this opportunity, but y'all need to know you're at risk too. But if everyone here agrees, we're going to get some shit done.
I still can do it.
Even
Now,
if they all agreed that
Yeah, I
if
still
it
can
was
do
them, it was
It doesn't
them.
matter if they agree. I
But,
still would have
yeah,
that. No.
I would
I
now. That's
think you're
different.
right. I would still feel bad. I don't know if that would really soften the blow or not. Like,
I don't know if I could, but I know, depending on the situation and what happened for me or others to have in that room, if they agreed, if we all hated somebody that much, especially my family, maybe, they may be like, hey, risk it. Now, they may not be that perky about it when they say it, but, you know, they might be like, yeah, fuck, hey, yeah. I've
Hey, you
been
know
wanting to
what?
get him
Fuck
for a
that
minute.
dude. Whatever happens,
Yeah, 'cause
happens.
he-
You know? I mean,
He knew better, and he still got him. But actually, I take that back. I might have just disrespected my family, saying that they might be like, you know. My fault, y'all. I take that back. That was my fault.
Well, I mean, you do have to send
Yeah.
a note down to everyone to listen to your version of the podcast you were just on so they can hear this.
I do need context.
So you can start a whole podcast listening group in Virginia now.
Yeah.
Because, you could go down there and be like, hey, I was on a podcast. Y'all need to start listening to this.
Yeah, listen to this shit, man. I try to tell y'all, man.
Shout out Jay's fam.
Mama, we made it.
Not yet. Just pump brakes. Not yet.
Stay tuned, folks. Next month, we're going to have special guest Jay and Jay's mama up in here.
Hey,
And
bring her on. Let's go.
we might end up needing Jesus, a revival, and go to church across the street when we leave at this point. I have no idea how this is going
We
to
may
turn
need
out.
Jesus and the boys. All the disciples.
Would your mama participate in a Marry, Fuck, Kill?
Possibly, depending on the
Depending on who the options are.
atmosphere.
This atmosphere here? It's this right here.
Maybe.
You should bring
Your mama might surprise
But I
everybody
mean-
coming here and be the draw dropper of the whole conversation.
So I would bring my father as well. He's the one. He's both of them are the one. But he's the, like me, how I be joking and shit all the time. That's where I get that shit from. He's the one. My mom's more serious. She joking stuff too, but she's more serious. My dad is the one that they'll both participate if they were to pull up or something like that. But they don't live in town, so.
We'll get big enough at some point in time. We'll travel.
No. Oh no, that's fine.
Or we'll pay flights. Put them in a hotel.
You heard him. Hey, y'all heard him.
I said eventually. Not now.
Y'all still heard him though.
And if we do that, I'm going to have to start doing actual real ads.
Right. That wasn't a real ad? Ad me.
Second half of the show is sponsored by Big Dick Johnson's.
Oh, wow.
I just took a drink. I would have said that.
I didn't know what happened to him over there. I thought he was sneezing or some shit.
And tomorrow's show is going to be sponsored by the Dickens Cider Apple Cider Company.
Ding.
Number 7, Jay.
Number 7. This is actually number 7. That's as funny as hell.
Johnson's Deck Wax. Oh, I'm sorry.
So this question is brought to you by...
This question is brought to you by the letter A. A stands for awkward.
C. So if you're taking a shit, are you letting your girl sit on your pole?
Wait a minute, is there a term for that?
Probably.
Because I know Blumpkin is not her sitting there. It's
No,
something
I
different.
don't know what that is.
A Blumpkin is getting head while you're taking a shit.
You're trying to process this.
Why is it a name though? And where did they get the name from?
I don't know.
You've literally never heard that?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Or if I did, I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. That they was just probably rhyming with pumpkin if they were rapping or something. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know how they name half the stuff, the weird shit they come up with on that kind of stuff. Because I have heard of some really fucking weird shit.
And I have an inverse to that as well.
I'm out, by the way. Right off the rip, I'll tell you. No. I don't like anyone in the restroom when I'm peeing, let alone have a sexual act when I'm taking a dump. So yeah, I'm out on that one.
Okay.
I'll open to answering your other question that you.
The inverse is, so let's just say that you did participate, and now she has to take a shit. Are you reversing that into a missionary somehow while she's taking that shit? Since you've, you know what I mean? Hey, now it's two-way street now. That's what I've been told. I haven't done it. I'm just saying.
Again, I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just in
no.
case you were pretending. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm out on both of those. Sorry.
Mr. Neff? Seems like you may have done this before.
Okay. So,
Uh-oh.
I come up with a scenario every time we do this shit, right?
What you
And
got?
so mine is just to see the reaction. On a, would I actually do this? I'm in the no boat. I don't think no. I have had a lot of weird sexual ideas that is not going to be in the top 1,000. But
Excuse me.
if it were to happen, so let's go down this road. If it were to happen, she has to be on me, cowgirl.
Yeah,
So
I was
facing
assuming.
me.
I was assuming that. Well, It doesn't matter.
No. For
Initially.
For this scenario, she has to be facing me, cowgirl, so that when I have finished planting the fence posts, I can scoot all the way back, turn on the bidet, and see how fast she jumps off the toilet when it shoots up her ass crack.
Okay.
I'm just saying, for this scenario, I just want to see what the reaction is.
So, okay.
I, you ask.
Yeah.
What about you?
I just want to see the reaction. How fast does it take her to jump up?
She may not be jumping up at this point, just because. I
I mean, she might like it, and then that just opens a whole nother fun
yeah,
door. Maybe. Why did I say fun door? I don't even want to do this once. But
oh, the door's open,
I mean, you know what?
and it's already fun apparently.
Yeah, the door's open. Fan is on.
Yeah.
I mean, we light a match to kill the smell. We might have something here. Like, no, I just,
They need some cleaning supplies.
yeah, you can play with the butthole a little bit, but I don't want to play with what comes out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a fine line there.
On second thought, I after hearing all this, I have revised my answer. So
He's now open.
if I ever get to the point where I can't control my bowel movements, I seem to be spending a lot of time on the toilet. I'm still going to be a horny motherfucker.
Now it's about efficiency.
Exactly. So I would be open to it then.
Babe, come fuck the boner off so I can finish my pee. What the fuck?
Babe. Again?
I don't know though.
Man,
I don't know that I could do the cowgirl though.
this is the third time today.
It would have to be face down, ass up, because I don't know if I can make eye contact in that situation, knowing that I'm taking a shit.
Okay, so she has to reverse cowgirl ride you because there's no way she's going to be face down, ass up. If your ass is still on the
So if
toilet,
you're
she's
sit-
got to be doing the work.
She can be flexible.
No, but if you can sit on the toilet and she can sit down on you, and then while you're doing your do, and then hopefully you're finished doing your do by the time you switch it up and do the other.
Oh, there's
position.
no switching. I didn't say I was going to switch. I just said that if I get to
Oh.
that point where
He's down for part A.
No, if part A is feasible, then part B is I guess kind of part of the contract.
no.
Then complete your
because
obligations.
here's why part 2 is not a thing. Okay, I'm definitely in his boat. I'm not flipping her around doing part 2 because part 2. Jesus Christ, the sequel, the schwickquel,
Part
whatever
two.
we're gonna call it. Anyway, it's like Tornado, but with Rumpke's sponsorship. What the goddamn hell?
You might
Anyway,
get a Rumpke sponsorship off this flip. You never know.
so here's what we're gonna do. So here's what I'm thinking. Can't do the reverse flip around and let her go in a missionary position because I do not want my balls dragging over a turd. I'm sorry. That's where I draw the line.
But it has been already.
I'm
of your own shit.
I'm not shitting on her and I'm not dragging my shit over her
I wouldn't no.
areas if
Wait,
she's
how
riding me
big
on
are
the
your
toilet.
balls?
Like,
This can be cleaner than you think somehow. As
no,
far as
it's
I'm
not.
concerned. Maybe
Because
I'm not thinking it
if
enough.
my dick is in the proper vaginal receptacle,
Right?
okay, my balls are like
Should be free-falling.
smacking her butthole.
Yes,
They're
but-
not that far apart, bro.
Depending on what type of shit she's having. Should be
No.
Should be
I do-
squirting out like
I do
the end
not
of
want
a,
I do not
a
want the
super
drippy
soaker.
balls. I do not want the log slide. No.
But I mean, at this
No.
point, you're all
I do
in,
not.
literally.
I do not want the nick from the peanut. I don't want none of this shit.
I understand.
I do not want to find out that my balls are dyed like a weird M&M by the time I'm done getting that position off. I'm just saying.
But what if? Last scenario I'm gonna bring up about it. We go to the next question.
Oh, you got to answer. You haven't given your
I
answer.
ain't gonna answer. How about no?
I mean,
No. Okay.
So
But hypothetically,
so what if your girl's strong as shit? Like her leg strength is Olympic gymnast material, and she just strong as shit. So you got her. She's missionarying you while you're on the toilet doing your do. You sitting down reading the newspaper. She come missionary. You like, oh shit, wasn't even hard yet, but I guess I got to be because you ain't got no clothes on. You know what I'm saying? So y'all start doing the do. You finish doing your do. Then you get up like, all right, bet. She like, nah, we got to inverse this. Fuck you mean? And you like, nah, and you get up and she just grasp the shit out of you, forces you on the joint, holding on to the walls and just making you. Well, actually, it's this way now, ain't it? Whatever she has to do to force you to be like, hold the hell on. What are you gonna do? Are you pushing her off? Are you killing her? Not killing her, but are you hitting her? Like you choking her? Like what are you doing?
I pretend I'm having a stroke.
Pretty good answer, actually.
That way, if something happens, they can get her for gross sexual misuse of a corpse.
Wow.
I can pretend I was out of my mind and I'm a victim now. No.
I have to write a book.
I mean, if you're forced, you're just in for the ride, and I just reach over and turn on the shower, I guess. I'm going directly from this situation into that.
So are you calling the law? Is that rape?
I don't know.
Probably not calling the law, but it's probably still rape.
I mean, yeah, you're right. It probably still is, but not what you'd be able to get pulled off in any court.
And if you call the law and tell them, they're going to be like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
you're gonna literally have someone going,
Hey,
so
man.
you're pissed because your wife forced you to have sex with her. Ooh.
Yeah, it sounds like, hey, we're not coming out there, sir.
Yeah. I mean, I've never heard of a man going to court and claiming spousal rape. Let's put it that way.
Pretty rare, probably. Pretty rare.
Didn't Johnny Depp kind of do that?
Is that what that was about?
I feel like he was part of it.
I didn't know what the hell
No,
none
I
of that
think he was just
about.
kind of claiming abuse.
Okay.
She used to whoop him?
Yeah.
It's not funny, but I'm just saying, like,
Well,
hey,
the thing is
don't whoop nobody, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
male
I
or
mean
female.
there was
Just
like
kidding.
audio footage of him just of her taunting him, hitting him, saying, "Oh, be a man. Why don't you hit me back?" He's like, "I'm not going to hit you. Like, I'm not going to do that." Like, you kind of tell he's doing like, "No, I'm not going to hit one. Hit a
While they're
woman
having
like
sex
that.
or just in general?
No,
In-
like
in
arguments
general.
in general
okay,
type
okay.
thing. You
I
know,
just thought I remember hearing
And-
something about forced sex also, but anyway.
possibly. I know he was saying that there'd be times she would force herself on him after he was drunk or shit like that. But I don't think
kinda
it was
don't
really
see the
called
problem, but I
spousal
don't
rape.
know, you know.
Well, they just got done getting in a fight, and she just got done slapping the shit out of him over and over. You know, I mean, he's probably not really in the mood to do that particular
Yeah.
thing. Like, there's a cool down period where you're like, "Don't talk to me." I'm
That's-
definitely going to probably rage fuck you later, but not now.
Now, if this was a female, the way I'm about to say it, they'd be like, that's insensitive. But it's not. It's that's his fault almost. Because it's now, hear me out though. Hear me out. Only because if I'm drunk and you start hitting me and blah blah blah, we get into a fight and then we smash. Yeah, I probably could have just left or could have not. But somehow I allowed you to smash me still. So, not saying it's right, but I'm just saying.
I mean,
but if it's the other way around, America, the world, I don't want y'all to be like he raped her. No, she was drunk. He slapped the shit out of her. Then he took her. It's his wife.
that ain't. I mean, I get that, but that ain't really.
I know it's fucked up
how-
sounding. I'm just saying.
You realize I'd never fly in court. Like, he's gonna go to
Right,
jail no
right.
matter
I'm just
what.
saying.
Because even a popular. And this is the fucked up
Double
part.
standard.
Exactly, because even if like your wife slaps the shit out of you in an argument, nobody thinks twice. If you slap the shit out of her in an argument, everybody's gonna tell her to call the cops, do this, go to your mom's, you're unsafe, you're that. It happens to the guy, and everyone's gonna be like, "Well, I guess you shouldn't have said that." How the fuck does that shit turn into that when no one's gonna look at her and be like, "Well, I bet you don't open your mouth to him that way
Yeah.
anymore." You know what I'm saying?
How
'Cause
much
that ain't
shit
gonna
she says to
happen.
me, she shouldn't say 90% of the shit that she say. What the fuck?
Like, it all comes back to we want laid, so we put up with a lot of shit. We take whatever they want us, to say to us, because I mean, there's still that kind of we are expected to take X amount of shit in a relationship to kind of deal with everything that goes on, and it's just kind of how guys are. It's kind of how they're kind of, I guess, end up being after a while, But it is just kind of that there is that double standard there that most people don't even recognize.
How did this get to this?
No,
Johnny Depp.
that's why I said these questions.
I brought
aren't-
up Johnny Depp.
You brought up Johnny Depp.
The initial questions may not be as fierce
Deep
as you may
depth.
think, but they can take some turns.
Oh yeah, no, this is how it goes. Always rabbit holes off this fucking shit.
Speaking of taking,
Even when we
turns.
have these conversations outside of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the show is horse shit. At least this right now segment. The rest of it is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying?
John Cena. You know who John Cena is?
No.
Wrestler. Can't see me. Don't know who John Cena is? I'll show you a picture. Don't worry.
Dun, 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 dun. He's in his last year
Mike-
wrestling. Thank God.
Michael Cera. This person I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I know who that is.
C-E-R-A.
Oh, Michael Cera.
And Steve Carell.
Okay.
So do I need to show you a picture of any of those individuals?
Michael Cera. That's dude from wrestling. UFC. Hold on. Who's Michael Cera?
I'm gonna look it up because I don't know myself.
I think he's part of some form of fighting. If I think that got that name correct, commentator.
Oh no, that's funny. It's the guy from Superbad.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I fuck
Yeah.
with dude. No Diddy.
He's not looking. That's
No, I know who Michael
Oh,
Cera is.
okay.
Yeah, sorry.
and
He was
then-
in Superbad Year One.
Yeah, year one was decently funny actually.
Yeah, with Jack Black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack Black's my dude, man. I love
They had the Eclipse. It was.
I like
three-
watching Jack Black movies. He's not my dude. I can't call him on the phone and be like, "Yo, Jack." Yeah,
Steve Carell, if you don't know who that is.
Steve, yeah, 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah, that's my shit too.
And then you know John Cena, really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I know John Cena.
All right. So
I seen him at the airport. He got the biggest wrist I ever seen in my life.
Are you serious? You saw John Cena at the airport?
I see a bunch of them. We used to work at the rental car place down my way, right
Yeah.
beside the airport. So they used to come in for the events. We'd be shuffling cars or just see him at the airport, whatever. But yeah, this dude's wrist like the size of my fucking thigh. I just looked at this dude
Wow.
like, yeah, I have to shoot you. I'm not fucking fighting you, man. Like, what are you talking about? Not go STF me. Get out of here.
back to that silverback gorilla.
Back to the silverback gorilla. 100 me, yeah, I beat the brakes off John Cena.
Okay.
100 me, we beating the brakes off that gorilla too. But they knees though.
Yeah, right.
They knees.
As soon as we can clone 100 J's, we're solving
Yeah.
this riddle, man. I'm
Hey,
telling
the
you.
world will be a better place.
He's
I
like,
promise.
go ahead and clone 100. I'll be the 101 in the back like a general.
Then we'll all mesh into the movie Jet Li. The
If
one.
there's only one J,
Mhm.
you got to marry, fuck, kill. John Cena, Steve Carell, and
Michael Cera.
Cera. How's it going down?
So I'm going to.
Turn to the mic when you talk.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah, dude,
I
she's
am
cute. She's
going
walking in to do
to-
some drawing. Don't worry about it. Go holler at the digits on the way out.
I'm going to kill Carell.
Means he's fucking John Cena by proxy somewhere.
No. I guess marriage, it would be Cena. And then dude. The other dude, yeah, I guess, yeah. That part.
You're what?
Huh?
What part?
The third one.
The third one?
Yes.
Is it Michael?
Yes, Michael. I would
What are you gonna do with
I
Michael?
would not marry or kill him.
So you'd fuck Michael.
He said that, not me.
So what do you say?
That's the answer to that, but he said that, not me. But yes.
The way you're refusing to admit it, I'm starting to think you're going to be lighting some candles, put some rose petals on the bed. This just has to be one dirty act, bro. Like, it's not like...
All right, I'm
rough out here in these streets, man.
gonna show you how this is done. All right,
There you go.
I'm with you on all your answers, but I'm gonna show you
Oh, okay.
show you why. Steve Carell, he's funny as fuck, but out of the three options, he's dead as well. Okay, I'm gonna fuck Michael because out of the three, he's the most feminine.
That's how I seen it as well,
Yeah.
per se.
So
And he's cool. Like he seemed like
yeah,
I could whoop him.
sure.
Whoop
But in
that
this
ass.
situation, you're gonna whoop that ass. Yeah. So
Yikes.
so that's who I'm fucking. I'm fucking Michael, and then John Cena, I'm gonna marry because he's got money
Yeah, he
and
has a career.
everything.
He has a career and
Yeah,
such.
and
And he's safe.
in
He can
marriage,
keep the house safe.
exactly.
By,
In marriage, you don't have to fuck.
yeah, no.
So technically, I don't have to see him.
Yeah, he's
I
not
mean,
touching
let's be
me.
honest. So that's
we
me.
Got, we got separate wings at the crib, cuz. Like he got yeah.
All right, so my answers are a little different. Okay, I'm killing Michael Cera.
Okay.
I cannot do the deed with him because I would feel like a pedophile. That is one young looking dude.
Does
And
look
I'm
young.
guessing that if he takes his clothes off, he's going to look like a 10-year-old. I cannot live the rest of my life wondering if I actually screwed a minor or just a very minor looking adult.
Diddy did it. Supposedly.
Did he? Anyway, no Diddy. Okay, no Diddy on these answers, which is why Michael Sierra has to go because I'm still under the no Diddy clause, which means I'm fucking Steve Carell, and that's just I don't feel like a pedophile. I just feel like a pervert, and that's okay.
Part of the Hollywood scene. Nothing,
You know,
nothing crazy.
I mean, you know, some people have to advance that career. And since I like to stand up and tell jokes, he's got
You can
probably
stand up
better
and
options.
Give him that work too.
And I can be like, let me tell you how fucking Steve Carell got me to this point. Which that means, like the both of you, I'm marrying John Cena because he's never going to have sex with me. Why? Because he can't see me.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I will be the invisible
Like I said,
domestic partner that he doesn't see in the
got
house.
whole separate wings of the house, my man.
But I think it would be really fucked up because if you look at like what's written about John Cena's personal life, there's like a 12-page contract any of his girlfriends or / wives signs of what they will and won't do in the house. I'm like, damn.
Ball's back in your court, Jay.
Back in my court. I did play tennis too. I'm fairly good. Been looking for a partner to play with in the last couple of weeks since the weather's turned. Got my new strings on my racket. So if anybody listening, y'all want to hit me up and play, I got a mean forehand. Want to let you know. Back to business.
Sierra now knows how mean the backhand is too.
Hey, the backhand is strong. Very. I missed that.
Not as strong as the pimp hand.
Okay. So, properly with the back of the right hand. Don't know if you guys have participated in this or not. Don't really know. But if you had to take any hard drug at least one time, what would that drug be? And who you doing it with?
What are we classifying as hard?
Like you got to do some crack, some heroin, got to sniff you a nice little rail of powder, some
Okay, so cocaine fits into the hard drugs.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do not want to do heroin. I do not want to do
methamphetamines and such.
I do not want to do any black tar heroin or smoke crack.
You
That's
want no
just-
opiates?
Yeah, I'm good on that. I'll do some absinthe. We'll sit and drink some absinthe if you want, but
That might not be hard enough, even though it's hard as fuck.
even though it kills you and shit, yeah, it may not be hard enough.
Yeah,
So what do you got,
a
Nate?
little too hard to be hard.
This is the weirdest drug connoisseur you're ever going to talk to right here.
Are you participate in
No.
the streets?
I've never done a drug in my life.
Whoa.
Ever.
I
know
You
I'll-
told me that. I was like, yeah, right, dude. You're
I-
fucking kidding me,
Nope.
right? Like,
I've had more contact buzzes than both of you combined, probably.
You're a rare breed.
Yeah, no.
Maybe not what you just said, but maybe.
No. But if you're asking me this question, and I'm going to choose something, does ecstasy count?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard enough, I guess.
So I'm going to pop some ecstasy,
Mhm.
and I can choose anybody.
Yes,
Jessica Biel.
pretty decent choice.
That's
That's a very-
Sorry, Erica. I love you.
Now
but
she has to do that with you as well.
Yeah, that was the
person.
point.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh yeah, bro. Have you ever had sex on X?
No, I've never participated.
That is the best and longest orgasm you'll ever have in your life.
I've heard it's great.
Oh, dude. It
That'd be
just,
great.
the whole feeling of it is intensified by like 100. Like, you'll paralyze yourself on an orgasm. I mean, like straight leg fucking fainting goat, paralyze yourself.
Well, that's my choice. Ecstasy with Jessica Biel. And
See, I didn't know if we were going to include X, so definitely I'm going to go with X.
Well,
Otherwise, I was going to go with
That's
cocaine.
what I'm saying. It's hard enough because I've seen females out here in these streets, meaning by we be at the club and it's part of one of my questions actually. But I've seen girls at the club and on X, and then we'll come back to that. You can figure out the rest for yourself. But that's part of one of the questions too. I was going to ask.
Yeah, they get a little.
Yeah.
I don't even think frisky's the word at that point.
They get very friendly.
They get very, very
Hey,
friendly.
What's my man on No Diddy? Edgar friendly.
Edgar friendly?
Get very Edgar friendly.
Very edgy on the friendly too. Like it's yeah, it's
so
it's
who
a
are you-
different level of attention you'll get from a girl on X.
Who are you doing it with?
Who am I doing it with?
Yeah, that was part of the question.
Oh yeah, you gotta do somebody with it. I'm saying.
Can you bring someone fictitious to life for this?
Yeah, I guess to say both.
Or has it got to be?
you
Or
can
has it
bring-
got to be like somebody?
You gotta be somebody, but you can say the fictitious person as well, because there may be somebody I'm thinking of as soon as you said it. Like, hey, I would get waxed in a minute.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, that would be two different answers. Trying to narrow it down. This is what fucking
And
sucks.
it can't just be like your wife or something too. Like that's just regular.
I wish you would have said that before I gave my answer.
No, once you said what you said, I was like, I thought I heard you. But yeah, like that's just too. Of course, you would bring your wife, but it's
No, that's the thing.
you wouldn't bring your wife.
I mean,
got you.
I said Jessica Biel already, so
No need to infer any further.
she's gonna slap me.
It's fine. Probably been slapped before.
All
It's
right. So
Tell her I said don't do it for me. I'm a special guest. It was my fault. I'll take the slap for you in theory.
A mental slap.
Yes.
probably a shocker for a lot of people, but it'd be Karen Gilliam.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, most people don't.
Sounds like a guy actually.
Karen.
Oh, I thought you said Carrie.
Karen.
Do you have it on your phone? Is that what you were just looking at? Because
I
I
had
don't
to remember how to pronounce her last name.
I don't know who this is either.
Okay. She played in Jumanji, Guardian of the Galaxy, Doctor Who, Oculus.
Is there a picture?
Yeah, let me get to
Okay.
See what you got. Oh, I know who she is. She was in Jumanji. She was
Yeah,
the
she was in
one,
Jumanji.
I know you're talking about.
But she also played Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nebula. The green chick.
No, the
blue?
blue one. Her sister.
That was her?
Yeah, that was her.
Huh, I didn't know that. Well, I never really thought about who that
Yeah.
was actually. So,
She was
but no,
also,
I did. I actually did like that character. Like I would have smashed Nebula.
like she was also.
To be honest with you, I thought she was Chinese or something, Asian.
No, she's Scottish.
No, I mean like the character. I just thought the person was like Asian. Maybe I'm tripping.
So, where I really kind of started following her and liked her is when she looked like that. Is when she was the companion on Doctor Who.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I would absolutely, I would smash that one.
Hey, I am a semi-sucker for the ginger hair and such too. I don't like pale people, but ginger and
don't
pale,
like
I can
pale
get. I can.
like if she,
Sorry to the pale.
when she drops her American accent for acting and just talks, dude, I don't know. That's a crazy one for me right there.
So X with the chick from Who, X with Jessica Biel. What about you?
So
Diddy.
nah, I don't
Oh,
think I'm
God, I
say
hope
Diddy.
not.
Yeah, that'd be. he may inquire, you know. My bad, Diddy. So I want to do something hard in the motherfucker, but not no meth though. I would probably do something like some powder. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do some hard shit. I want to smoke some crack. Now that sounds crazy as hell just to be saying that regularly like that. I know how it sounds. Context, people, context. But because
That's the most racist thing I've heard to this point today. Jay would smoke crack.
y'all got me out here sounding fucked up. It's not my jurisdiction, so I'm out of my element. So I'm uncomfortable, family. Okay, but no, I just want to see how they say people are always chasing that dragon. I want to see this motherfucking dragon. Like,
I'm not chasing any
yeah, I want
chemical dragons, bro.
I want to see what the fuck this dragon look like that everybody wants so bad that they keep.
Is that
growing
crack
and-
or is that heroin though?
Probably
I thought
all
it
the
was
above.
heroin.
I don't
Had
know.
you chasing the? Wasn't that the South Park episode where he kept putting the needle in his arm and trying to run
Oh,
the dragon
yeah.
down on that video game?
It might be heroin.
like he was like 4,000 hours in and still hadn't caught the dragon.
Well, you know what? Can you smoke heroin?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. Well, I'd rather not inject myself with shit. That sounds, not that I don't like needles. I just don't be poking myself or nothing, but I'd rather just smoke some shit than to inject some shit. Because apparently as soon as you hit that motherfucking crack rock, that dragon is present and you riding this motherfucker on some how to train that bitch. So That's
Is
what
that
I've
how
heard.
DreamWorks came up with How to Train Your Dragon? They all took a hit off a crack pipe.
That's what I heard.
Dude, I've got the idea for a dragon. What are you gonna call it? Tasteless, bro.
Yeah.
So
Why do my
ecstasy and
crackheads
sex,
sound like potheads?
ecstasy and sex is on the table, and you're going with riding a dragon.
Yeah. That
Okay.
dragon might
Who
be out
are
of-
we riding the
Yeah,
dragon
who
with?
are you riding the dragon with?
I'm gonna ride the fuck out the dragon. Might be the fucking dragon. Shit.
You got to take someone on. It's a U+1 for the dragon ride.
That's what I'm saying. I might be waxing the dragon.
Oh my
if
God,
I'm
he's
out
gonna-
here at this point.
He's gonna
Shit.
choose Enter the Dragon, Bruce
Yeah,
Lee.
I mean, I already hit the fuck out the rock. I mean, shit. Who could I take though? To be honest, who I like that I have out here in these streets with me.
Well, you said it could be anybody at all, so it doesn't
Yeah,
technically
I
have to
know.
be. It could be somebody you want to meet for the first time and just smoke some crack with. I guess. Is there any famous crackheads out there you want to meet?
I do know some people that I enjoy their company. I would take them with me. I'm not going to say no names though, as far as personal people, but a celebrity person, who can get it?
Probably 98% of Hollywood.
I don't know. I just seen a couple chicks off IG, just a rando off IG. It ain't really nobody specific that's like a celebrity person. That's somebody I'm like, yeah, I got.
So
to
a
have
hottie
fucking her.
rando off IG
Yeah,
is
just
gonna
a
hit the
baddie.
rock with you and ride the dragon.
Let me specify a baddie rando that's clean, because I'd rather not. Get
So
off
much
the
smaller
dragon.
group of randos off of
Yeah,
IG.
yeah, a select few of rando IGers.
Why do I feel like we went like kind of for the moon on this, and Jay's like did something that sounds like it could be scheduled next Tuesday? You know what I'm saying? Like
everything that you guys mentioned, y'all can do like right. I could
What'd
probably go
you
out here
do?
and score
I
something
mean,
right
it's
now
like,
for you guys.
this
I
could
mean,
literally sound like, hey man, how was your weekend, Jay? Oh, not bad. Smoke some crack with a random hottie off of IG, and we rode the dragon for a while. I'd be like, God damn it, that's.
and you
Jay
guys,
has such fucking badass weekends.
and then you'll say, yeah, I just smoked some X and smashed. Well, you did say Jessica Biel and a celebrity. Okay, I forgot about the celebrity part.
And I'm over here like, yeah, man, I did X and fucked a hot goddamn Scottish actors this weekend. Everyone's like, yeah, sure you did. Jay could come in and be like, I don't know, hit some crack with a random baddie off of IG, and we rode the dragon for a while, and everybody be like, yeah,
Here's a
okay.
picture. Here's the dragon.
Did you get pictures of the baddie off IG? No, but here's the account.
Yeah,
I can't even pull that shit off.
she wanted to go again, so I mean, ask for my number.
What's her name?
I hate to rush.
She's the spicy Russian.
I hate to rush this, but we are running out of time. So if you
Oh shit!
want to continue with your, we only have this until 2, and it's 1:15 now.
Alrighty
So.
then.
See how the conversations go.
Excuse me.
Part 2 continue.
Like I
next
said, I
week.
don't want to rush this. We could do this for 5 hours, but
you fast.
We have to break this up into 3 podcasts.
Yeah.
You'd have to edit that down, dude. We'd have to just record
Okay.
intros.
Well, I'll ask this part of the question too, but it says, if your celebrity crush wants to be with you, like dead ass, like in real life, like no holds barred, like this is an actual real relationship, are you abandoning your family?
oh,
If who?
Your celebrity crush wants to be with you, like actually, like marriage and the whole shebang, like you're meeting her family, and like like she wants to do. I'm assuming it's a her, but
It's probably a hypothetical question like this could get you in trouble.
I know, and I almost didn't want to ask because of it, but I'm like, shit,
I'm like, my kids ain't that far from being out of school, no.
they'll understand.
They'll get it. Like, look, girls, when you come visit to the mansion on the Gulf, I mean, just saying,
Yeah. Your mom's probably gonna be mad.
Look,
but,
your summer vacation's going to be spent in Scotland. Like, what do you think?
could we live a double life?
I mean,
Oh, you mean
can,
like cheat?
You can
No,
try to
just hold on.
You can try to pull it off if you like.
Okay.
Oh no, he's
But just
talking like
know-
he's talking like buy the house next door and split the days.
No, because if I approach my wife with this, Jessica Biel would be my hall pass, but a hall pass is only like a one-time thing.
Right.
But if I'd be like, look, Jessica Biel, I can marry her. We can still stay together.
You're my permanent hall pass.
Yeah. I might be able to get my wife to allow this.
But what if Bill is like, yeah, you're not.
Nah, I'll
fucking-
keep all that shit from Biel.
like-
She don't need to know.
But are you willing
There's
He
to?
just
There's a
has to live
difference.
with her when she's here,
I
not
love
working.
my wife.
Right.
I'm just highly infatuated with Jessica
But
Biel.
are you willing to risk it with Bill and still be with your wife though?
Yes.
Okay. That's
As
a-
long as it doesn't damage what I have with my wife.
That's,
Yes.
that's a very good answer
Yeah.
in real life.
I just got to go home and get permission first.
Yeah. Let me go ask her.
That
okay?
ask for forgiveness later may not work
I
out
have to
so
do this in
well.
person. I can't call or text this one.
If she says no, you might have to ask me again. No, I'm just kidding. That's my answer. If I can lead a double life, then yes. If no, then no. I couldn't do it. And fuck them kids. I don't care about that. I'm talking about my wife.
Well then.
Like, I make more kids with Jessica. Damn.
Oh, we gonna try. Trust me. We gonna try.
How about you?
Uh,
There's a difference also. My wife listens to this. Does your wife listen to this podcast?
I think she's admitted to listen to a few episodes. I don't know
okay.
if she's listened to everything, but if she does listen to every episode when it drops out, we never talk about it. So
Okay.
or we haven't talked about it. Let's put it
But
that
you
way.
know, women are women, but you should know this is God talking. Highly not going to happen for the most part, but you know.
That's the case.
But they still be like, nah.
if she's
they'll
heard
bring
every
it up.
episode, I'm surprised there hasn't been a comment made on some things. Let's put it that way.
It'll be brought up. Don't worry. Some point, some for argument a year from now,
I mean,
she'll know the exact episode, timestamp, and everything.
Court, Your Honor, I'm going to put podcast number 27 on. We started at time slot 27 minutes and 38 seconds, where you're going to hear him say he'd fucked some redheaded from, apparently Scotland.
So I killed him. Fuck it.
Like, sir, did you say that? Your Honor, would you look at this picture? Case dismissed. All right. Anyway. No, I don't think I would, because I wouldn't want to risk the possible not my daughter's never talking to me again or something if it goes wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And unfortunately, it's one of those things where I got a lot more to lose than just a good, I do not want to start over with the kid thing again. No. Like, I love my kids probably more than anything else in the world, honestly, but I don't want to go through the diapers into the toddler stage, into the watching the cartoons nowadays. I'm not redoing the cartoon phase with kids again. No.
You don't want to watch Gracie's Corner?
I don't know what that is, but no, dude. I watched way too much Word World, My Little Pony, freaking
My Little Pony.
oh my god, Little Einsteins and shit.
That's
oh,
my shit. Hey, the
gee.
remix of that is hard too. I'm proud
What?
of it.
My daughter touched. Did you hear the remix of Little Einstein?
She know
why
about
the
it?
fuck would you
Yeah.
even be listening to that?
That shit is a banger. I play it in my
And-
car, literally.
I mean,
I'm going to after this, just so you know.
The shit is nice.
What is it? Some kind of like trap mix for Little?
2,
Oh god.
That shit is hard. Trust me, you'll like it.
Going on a ship, in a
Yeah.
very rocket ship. So, yeah, I mean, the kids go from a really fun stage when they're young into a oh my god, why did I have kids stage, and they're kind of swinging back into the. I can see some of my own personality in my kids, and we can kind of have different talks, and they're kind of getting the underhanded jokes a little bit stage. So it's starting to get really fun again in that aspect. I don't want to run through the whole process over. I mean,
What if you ain't gotta have kids with her?
I still could possibly lose the whole relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could see if my daughter didn't understand what was going on and decided she wanted to just be like, yeah, fuck you, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't think
That'd
I
hurt.
could. Yeah, that would hurt. That would hurt to a point. I just wouldn't think I'd be worth it.
Two completely different views. His is all about his kids. Mine's all about my wife.
Yeah.
What about you? What's going on with you?
Well, I got a different view as well. Because currently I am a bachelor, so I don't have a family. And
He's going anyway.
Yeah, I can do the fuck I want to do. So that's kind of my answer. But
Jay and Beyonce are gonna be very happy.
nah, Beyonce, I used to like Kelly. Kelly was my girl.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
Kelly is keep your eyes down when you talk to her. You look at her, actually. But
Oh, it's so cute to see two grown men talking about girl bands.
Yeah.
Pop girl bands.
Hey man, it's happening. 2025.
Next episode's all about the Backstreet Boys.
Hits.
It's
Bars. So
This shit slaps.
if I had a family, no, it wouldn't be. Or if I was with any of my exes and the kids or something like that, then no, I would say just because of losing the family, not even necessarily just the wife or the girlfriend, but more so the kids, like you were saying, Matt. I would definitely give a fuck about my wife or girlfriend. Not saying that I wouldn't.
Well, no, that's
But
obviously
the
going to be
kids,
a factor. But
the kids are just, it's just different because the kids are just something else. Like those are my kids, so I can't just be like, man, fuck y'all. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's just all kind of the way fucked up. I already don't live in the same state as them anyway, as is. So for me just to be like, now they would understand per se. They would be like, shit, daddy, man, shit, he got Kelly rolling, you know? I would have left that mother too, shit. But at the same time, it'd still be fucked up, like, but he fucking left us. He just said, fuck. No coming to graduations, no. I mean, well, that's how I was looking at it when I formed the question. Like, you almost had to have no contact with your original family type shit. Like, you...
Oh, you didn't preface it
I
like
didn't.
that.
I did
Okay.
it, but when I originally made the question, that's what I was saying in my head.
I kind of figured this kind of might have been where you were going with it in that
Yeah.
aspect. I was like, yeah,
But-
I couldn't just walk off and leave everything.
But for sure, like
Nah.
if the kids and everybody could still be involved, oh hell yeah. Because now I'm assuming whoever I'm with got bread. That'd be stupid to leave with a celebrity crush that didn't have no fucking money. That'd just be how are you even a celebrity? But hell yeah.
Okay.
Especially if the kids are involved. Yeah.
We say it's not some random hottie off of IG.
Yeah, not some random baddie off IG that want me to fly her out here. Like, I'm not flying you out here because you want me to pick you up from the airport too and or pay for your Uber. Like, nah, you better find a way out and flood your ass out here. Like,
Schedule me an Uber to be there when I get off the
Yeah.
plane. Like, oh no.
and
What
you
the
want to go
hell?
to Kenwood, man, girl.
You want to go to
Go to Northgate.
Up there in that mall on Northgate.
Yeah, we going to goddamn food court. What you talking about? Chinese food at the Northgate, that shit banging still, if it's still open.
For Alabama listeners, if we still have any, they're like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Those are malls here in the
Those
natty.
malls. Those are all the. He goes to Northgate to give her some of that Kenwood.
What's your next, damn it, what's your next question?
He's gonna play Barbie.
I was gonna say the camera's not on, so
He's gonna be
Fancy
Ken,
Barbie.
and she's the box he comes in.
All right. See. Okay. I guess this is 9 or something.
I don't know
8 or
what we're
9.
on. Yeah.
'Cause I got 2 more because I deleted one and added one. I was amending some stuff. But anyway, the weirdest sex position or spot that you've participated in the act in. Now, whether that be you were on top of a roof or you were fucking the eyeball, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Weirdest or craziest? 'Cause that's,
I guess you can say all the above, I guess.
okay. Well, we've already had a podcast where we discussed something like this. So
Okay.
mine is very easy.
If you would have listened to the first like 4,
Listen, man. Gotta go to work, okay? I was at work today.
Picnic table in the middle of a racetrack while there were racetracks or while there were races going on. Mid-Ohio sports car course.
I didn't expect that answer, but that's a very good answer.
Yeah.
Because how did you pull that off?
I was putting on a car show there.
Mm-hmm.
I did a collab with Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, and they had races. I had a show on the other side of the race course. I had access to the center. There just happened to be a picnic table there, and me and my girl went over there. I laid her on the table and got down.
Were you visible?
Yeah. I mean,
Dope.
yeah.
I'm not mad at you at all. I don't think I've ever participated in the pub like that.
Like there was a good amount of distance.
Actually,
the PUBG.
We weren't naked. Like I just had my pants down and
Yeah,
she had her pants down.
Yeah, but everybody knew what you were doing if they would have looked, correct?
They would have to like look. Like if they were in the stands, and a race driver's not going to know what the fuck's going on. He ain't got time to look over.
Oh,
But the
no,
people in-
somebody might have caught
Maybe
you.
the people in the stands could like they'd have to be like
Paying
what's
attention, like-
going on? Yeah. Otherwise, it just looks like we were making out.
He
or something.
giving her
But-
CPR from the back? Like, what the fuck is happening there?
Oh yeah. So that's mine.
What color was the picnic table?
It was like a birch. That's a color, right? Or is that the style?
It's a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tree.
I'm gonna go with birch. I don't know.
He's like, it was
That's
wood
Fine.
colored.
I don't know.
I think it's just a regular picnic table.
I didn't pay attention, man. I had other things on his brain. What are
It
you
was
talking
white
about?
afterwards. So
Oh, well. There you go.
At least a milky clear.
Healthy semen, I guess.
She's like, oh, Jesus.
That was on me, I guess.
Oh, I don't care. It don't matter to me. What you
You know what go ahead. I gotta think for mine about a second, actually. Hold on.
So, state park.
also on that episode.
Actually got walked up on by a state park officer. Sitting in a natural formation that's named where people walk by it all day long.
You're in the geyser?
It was called Devil's Bathtub. It's a runoff that swirls in a stone basin and runs out the bottom of it into the rest of the creek.
Did you nut in it?
Let's just say there was more bacteria in the water when I left than when I got there.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay, we'll go with that.
Some of it startled sweat and adrenaline bacteria as well.
Hey man, you do what you gotta do.
But yeah, it was a fun time. So I don't know if that would technically be considered the pub. There wasn't a crowd of people around.
That's the pub.
at all.
You're out of nature.
But we were definitely being one with nature. How about that?
Yeah, if you're at a landmark, being one with nature, yeah.
Like if you look up the state park, this is one of the featured things you go see in this. It's on the tourist list.
And you know what would be the funniest thing ever? If somehow, some kind of way, you know how you go on Google Maps, if that one picture that they took over
Yeah, no. So this is back early 2000s.
they had that
Now,
technology for a while.
now what is really fucked up is I have been there with my kids and they've stood on the bridge over it. And I'm like, oh.
Did you tell them?
No.
Hey, this is me and your mom's spot, right?
No, because it wasn't with their mom.
Oh, well,
dude,
yeah.
bro.
Oh, well.
This was before I met their mom.
I guess they know now.
I don't think my daughter listens to this. I'm going to have to ask some questions now because she does have the podcast app on her phone.
Well,
Jesus.
sorry if I
Oh, it's
ain't
my
fault.
oldest. She rolls with some shit,
I was gonna
dude.
say- I was gonna say, fuck
she's
it, it ain't my
cool.
fault.
But no, it's not your fault.
Shouldn't ask me to come.
I've had questions and conversations with them. I'm not really sure.
Just for your information, episode 4, top
Episode
10 craziest, oddest places we've had a sexual act.
No, because I've don't worry about it.
What about you though? You didn't answer.
So mine, I can't necessarily think of. So it wasn't really a crazy spot, and it wasn't. Okay, so I just say. So one time, which I was talking about the ex and such. One time we were in the club, and one time we were in the club, and we had just got there. Probably been there maybe 10, 15 minutes, just came back from the bar, fresh drinks in hand. Usually I go to the bar, I get a Corona, and I get a mixed drink, usually a Jack and Coke, Long Island, whatever I'm getting. Or I maybe have a couple shots, but I'll probably take the shots at the bar. Anyway, so get the drinks, we going back out to the dance floor. Now this particular club had a dance floor, huge dance floor area. When you first walk in, you make the left, it's a dance floor. Straight ahead was kind of like some bathroom areas, and to the right was like a whole big-ass bar area where they have strippers on that side, and it's a whole nother dance floor type section.
Mm-hmm.
So we get the drinks from the bar side, we go to the other side, chilling up against the wall, just peeping the scene, seeing what's going on. Group of girls come in. I see one of them just grab them. She smacked my hand away, but then grabs my hand and starts dancing on me. Cool, no big deal. This is normal behavior. This is what I want anyway. So I got both my drinks in the air, you know what I'm saying? We partying. Her friends start dancing with my friends. It is what it is. Pretty normal. A song go by. I don't know what song comes on. Next thing you know, she starts playing with me, per se. And next thing you know, my dick is in her mouth. And people
That happened
looking,
fast.
Yes, it kind of did actually. And I was like, hey, yo, like,
He's like, I'm not complaining.
no, I
Along for the
wasn't.
ride.
And like I said, my hands were full. I had 2 drinks and I had drinks.
Your hands were full. She had the other thing wrapped up.
So I just let it ride. So cool. You know what I'm saying? That was cool. So then, same night, probably about an hour and a half later, I think the girl this time was one of her friends, or at least that's how we gathered it. But I'm on the other side at the bar. I'm getting a drink. I'm talking to the bartender. Now, we were pretty familiar with these people with the bartender, so they used to look out on our drinks and all of that. So I'm talking to the guy, and it's a female. Next thing you know, her friend come over there, and she just starts doing the same thing out of nowhere. And so the bartender and the chick just look at me, and I'm like,
well, it's covered. It's inside.
I'm like, what you want from me? So they just kind of just walk away like, all right, well, you know what I'm saying? But that's kind of the strangest, I guess, or...
I mean, counts, especially under the rules of the podcast.
Because I mean, I've actual intercourse, but it's nothing really like strange or no position wise, or a place besides like a car, or I did do it in one of my boy kitchen one time.
All counts.
I'm both amazed and disappointed.
Yeah.
Amazed because of the story,
Yeah.
and disappointed that I never knew you when you went to clubs, so I could
Yeah.
be there and hopefully having the same thing happen to me.
No, we used to have a very, a lot of people from here they know me as, I guess you could say, Ohio J. They don't know Virginia J, which is the same person exactly, but it's kind of a totally different person, if that makes sense, because I was younger and all of that. So like I said, a lot of people here, they just know me from being how I'm laid back and whatever the case is, which I've always been that way, but there was
You were a little more wild.
quite a bit of wildness going on back home.
All right.
So, you know.
That's our boy Jay. He's the JV getting the VJ in the Virginia Beach area.
Used to be in the 757. I can tell you. Decent weather, decent broads too. So y'all want another one? I got another.
Real quick.
See.
Did you nut either time? Like, did they finish
The
you?
first time. Yeah.
Okay, and then the second
The
time,
second time, I don't. Maybe I don't know.
That's
maybe
fair.
I did,
That's
but I
fair.
don't know. But I do know, to finish this little piece of the story just now, we did leave with 6 of them and went to the room, because we used to always get rooms down there, and we had a bunch of them in the room with us. So
How many?
of us,
Dicks, not the girls.
I don't remember exactly who I was there that night, because we used to go in groups. So I used to have different groups that I would go with out of town or do certain events with, and sometimes different groups used to all come together. So, but I do remember specifically one of my boys being in the specific room that we had together, me, him, and the 2 chicks. I don't remember what the other chicks were, but I do remember early that next morning we left, and they were in the room.
Okay.
So
I was just curious.
you know, I don't really know. We met
Didn't
in the
know.
parking lot and was like, hey, y'all ready? No, yeah, we outside right now.
Oh, so y'all used to just have the stay in your bed, I'll stay in my bed. We don't hear what's going on in the other bed type rule.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? By that time, it's 2, 3, 4 in the morning. The girls is already
You already
fucked
drunk.
up.
You just
Yeah,
smashing the smash where it's at. It's just,
You're smashing
nah,
just
fuck
to
it.
wake
They're
up in
doing
the
their
morning.
thing. Just look at me. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Plus, that particular night, I already, quote unquote, got my nut twice. So at least one
Maybe.
and a half. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. All right. What's your next question?
Last question here.
Last question of the night.
Make it good.
Going out on
It's
banging.
not even, it's going to be a good question, but anyway. One thing that if you can make this happen that you think would change the world for the better or for the worse.
Damn.
But it's what you want to happen. What would you want?
To make the whole world better,
that you-
not just my world.
your world, but yeah, like what's the one thing, like let's say people always say, if I had $1 billion, I could change the world. What would you do?
If I had $1 billion, I'm not changing the world. I'm just changing my life.
Yeah, but what would you, that was just an example. But you could change the world though. Because
No,
I think with $1 billion, I think I could change the world.
I'm curious to hear your answer because I don't know.
I think I could. Because I could, so I equate it to, let's just use $1 billion. I equate it to politics almost like how people will vote. Like people always think about voting for the national election or maybe even the state election, but most importantly is your neighborhood, your local elections for what you want to change in your immediate life. And if people would do that, bigger things would come from those smaller pluses, I guess you could say. So for instance, if all you really want to do is vote on somebody that's going to fix your neighborhood for you, and then they get that done, that means your neighborhood is safer, X, Y, and Z. So now you may be able to expand whatever you got going on. You may feel happier. Your neighborhood may be cleaner. Now you may be able to, let's say you wanted to have a certain block party or host an event in this particular neighborhood, county, whatever. Now, because things are a little better, the city, the state may be like, okay, we'll give y'all a chance to host WrestleMania in Butler County, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's just a small little something off the top of my head, but just in general.
That's still not the whole world. That would
No,
still
but
be...
that could.
If you pull something like that off, the world's going to take notice of what you did, and I think that could affect farther out, kind of on a ripple thing. It wouldn't like directly affect the entire world, but yeah.
But I have an answer, but I'll let y'all
Okay,
go.
fine. Then, ever since I was a little kid,
Mhm.
I've said that and I'm talking like little kid, like when I could talk. I want to take a homeless man, just a random homeless man, and buy him a house.
Oh, okay.
So if I had $1 billion, I could do that for a whole
Multiple
community
people.
of a whole fucking homeless community. Give them all fucking houses that don't ever have to pay. Now all they got to do is, hey, get a job. And they can.
And that could change the world.
I don't think it would.
Because that one person,
I mean, you have no idea what that guy could do with an opportunity.
yeah, because
and a
that
job.
one
All right, that's
person
fair.
may
You know
have
what
been
I'm saying? Like,
Einstein or something on the low. He just didn't have.
I mean, you got to look at
living
other
apartment, you know what I'm
stories.
saying?
There's very similar stories. I mean, if you look at here recently, Cincinnati renamed one of their streets to Cat Williams Avenue or something. I don't know if
Did
you saw
they?
that. Right? Yeah, it's kind of cool. But and I say that because I use Cat Williams as an example. Like with 14, he ran away to, I believe, Florida,
Yeah, I did hear that.
and lived on the streets for how long until he finally got that break.
A little minute.
And
Because he's from Dayton or something like that?
he's from Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think
No, you're from Dayton.
no, Cat Williams, Cincinnati.
I think it might be Dayton, actually, though. I don't know.
Dave
Continue-
Chappelle is
continue
from
on.
Dayton area, but Cat Williams, Cincinnati.
Dave Chappelle's Yellow Springs. Go on. Continue.
That's Dayton area. I would say more Dayton area than I'm pretty sure freaking Cat Williams came out of Norwood, if I'm not mistaken.
You're probably right.
I think.
I mean, I'm not from here. I don't know.
But like once he got that break, I mean, I would say Cat Williams has probably put an impact on the world and very,
Yeah.
not just from a comedy standpoint, but think of what the interviews he's doing now, the stuff he was trying to expose from way back
Yeah.
then, things that he was talking about that, hey, this isn't right.
You're right. That's
That,
right.
that everybody brushed him under the rug on, that everyone's now coming back and going, oh shit, Cat knew the whole damn time. Cat knew
Told
all
y'all.
this shit, and think about what he did for his kids and bringing them in, and Cat Williams adopted that baby that was addicted to drugs and got that baby off drugs, and that baby's growing up now in a life that only a guy like Cat Williams can provide. To give that kid a better life and a chance to do everything else. Like these are things like that he's kind of opened his heart and done. 'Cause, I mean, everyone knows Pimp Chronicles, right? Everyone knows Cat Williams comedy, but he's done a lot behind the scenes. He got his break. He's giving other kids and other people breaks. I think even as simple as buying a homeless man a house and him getting a job, like he's going to remember that. He's going to cut someone else a break because he had a break. Is what you hope for.
I would just argue that that's impacting the world, not changing the world. I think change would be like world peace. Like literally every country stops going to war. That would like ending world hunger.
Yeah.
Like if there was a way to supply every single fucking person with that would be change to me. That's just the way I'm viewing it. So
Yeah, and I also prefaced it too when I said or for the worst, because a lot of times, let's say let's say there's world peace. Let's say you, Nate, you tomorrow, midnight, starting, the world is at peace. How long is that peace going to last, and what new issues
You're gonna rise out of that piece.
because something's going to
Yeah.
happen that no
Yeah.
one didn't anticipate or whatever the case is. Because as much as you think that you're helping and that you did help,
It almost comes back to
something's going to always,
almost comes back to the kill 4 people like question,
Yeah.
because you got to look at it and give what is there's always going to be a trade off even with that,
because mine is going to get me killed. So, like I already know it.
What is it?
Basically desalinization, getting water from the ocean so everybody in the fucking world can have some goddamn water. Like that's the hardest thing
clean
ever
drinking
to do.
water. Yeah.
One of the most easiest things I've ever heard of to do, quote unquote, that nobody wants to do.
It's not profitable is literally what
Yeah.
they've said. Yeah.
And
it's not
now, and
profitable.
let's just say today I did that and started, and everybody got fucking water. We don't need no Fiji and all that. They gonna kill me for that. So it's too much money in bottled water industry.
And it's not an extreme amount higher quality than what you're getting out of your tap. Actually, they found some of it's actually worse.
Because this is something that I've thought about since I was a little kid. Because you know how they always show you, especially the
Think
Africa
about all the
videos
turtles you're going to
and stuff
save
like
by
that.
not having all those plastic bottles laying around.
Yeah, I don't want them to get strangled. I know I said I stomped the puppies, but I don't want the tortoises to. It's a staple of the ocean.
We can stomp the puppy, save the tortoises, leave the
Yeah.
kittens alone.
Yeah,
God damn it!
Hey, puppies can be. Tortoises can't. You can't just. Watersheds are important, man.
So,
Basins.
So he's gonna use the ocean's water to.
Now that's just one of the things I've always thought about. I don't. It just seemed like a simple solution that could solve a lot of problems.
Water for everybody, homes for as many as I can. What are you doing?
Are they gonna have Wi-Fi though? Because if they ain't got Wi-Fi, your homes ain't shit. I'm just.
Motherfucker gotta get a job and pay for Wi-Fi, all right?
Nah,
I just gave him
you going too
So-
much. You're a fucking billionaire, but you can't get them Wi-Fi.
I think something that could probably impact the world. I'll start a company called Truth Buddies.
Is that like the Arnold Schwarzenegger? When you take the little pill in True Lies?
No,
Even though he was still-
not quite.
I'm sorry, that's one of my favorite movies.
So-
Jamie Lee was actually hot in that movie.
When you get to when you get to a certain level of fame, you're going to be acquired as we have to level out fame. So you can be, and the higher level you are, the more responsibility you have for being at that level of fame. And once you get to level 5, which means people around the world know who you are, you have to employ a truth buddy. I have the organization you hire your truth buddy from. Now, your truth buddy doesn't work for you. They work for me, but they're required to be with you at all times. So they're not going to tell the celebrity what they want to hear because they don't get paid by the celebrity. It's not their manager. It's not their posse. It's not all their makeup artists and everyone else that follows them around tells them how great they are. The truth buddy is there to stop them from being in the news for dumb shit.
Oh, so they need somebody like me around.
Yeah, so I employ people like me and you and like I'm talking those Midwest, no bullshit, kind of closer to Gen X generation. I mean, you got to think about it. You be in the news worldwide, and today Truth Buddies stopped Alex Baldwin from shooting someone on set due to improper gun safety. Can you imagine what happened if there was a Truth Buddy? Alex, quit pointing that gun around. You know what the rule is. Point the fucking gun down. You see what I'm fucking saying? You just shot the dirt, and I just saved you from goddamn millions of dollars in court from shooting that lady over there, you dumb mother. Now put the gun down, you dumb motherfucker. And that's what Truth Buddy, and they're like, Truth Buddies today saved another life, and get your Truth Buddy today. I mean, and then it's like, suddenly celebrities start looking better. Can you imagine how much you could have affected the world if there was a Truth Buddy there going, Diddy, put the fucking kid down, Diddy. God damn it, Diddy, put the kid down. I'm gonna beat your ass, Diddy. Jesus fucking Christ. You sick little fuck.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how much that's world impact? I'm just saying.
I can't imagine that. I can't.
I swear to God, I got CSNBC on the news right now. I'm going to post this picture. You picking that kid up, motherfucker. Put the kid down.
Yeah, go sit your goofy ass down before you get
Go back
fucked
in the
up,
corner.
man.
Go back in the corner till the beat drops. Then you can go into the studio. No, go sit in the corner, you dumb fuck.
Now, you know this also sounds like a form of Black Mirror episode.
I'm just saying. I think you could impact the world, possibly even change the world, because then I could do a low budget form of Truth Buddy, for just rich people.
What does a low budget edition look like? Me?
They just kind of passively aggressively suggest you not do that.
I can do that too.
If you get to a certain level, when you get to the world famous level of Truth Buddy, there's some ruthless motherfuckers right there. They're like, put that motherfucking down for I whoop your ass. If we have a license and contract, I'm allowed to whoop your ass, motherfucker. Now put the motherfucker down.
When the conversation changes from M's to B's, millions and billions,
Right.
yeah, there's a different.
I mean,
that's the platinum edition.
listen here,
of
you
Truth
idiot.
Buddy.
Why are you smoking crack in the club? Put the fucking pipe away. Oh my God, you dumbass. There's 4 paparazzi right over there. You're going to really do this dumb shit. Give me that fucking
Justin Bieber, why are you giving Odell head? Like, what are you doing? Trey Songz, why are you keeping lookout?
There's cameras
Like, what are you
everywhere,
doing?
man. What the fuck? You have a private villa for this dumb shit.
But you wanted a private in your mouth. Like, stop it, man.
As much as I want to let this keep going, we really have to come to an end because it takes a few minutes to upload the recording.
Can we do another girl real quick?
Yeah, let's do another Mary Fuck Kill to end the
Oh, you
episode.
ain't turn yours. Turn yours.
Oh, turn. Okay, here we go.
I like some of mine. I just said.
Zoe Kravitz.
Who?
That Lenny's daughter? I don't know what she look like.
I don't know.
Is she
Maybe.
light skinned? She's
Dakota,
mixed, ain't she?
Dakota Johnson. I don't even know who that is.
No, the Fanning one.
And Fergie.
Oh shit, I've been listening to Glamorous Girl for the last 3 days.
Is that how the spelled Kravitz on there?
Yes.
Okay, so that's
Okay,
Zoe,
all
Zoe
right.
Kravitz.
Yeah, I know Zoe.
Is that
Okay.
is that Lenny's kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who her mama is. I don't remember all that. But
That's good looking one.
And then what is
yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah.
what is the other one? What's the other name?
Dakota Johnson.
Dakota.
No T. And the Johnson.
Oh,
Dakota with a D. That's funny.
what do I know her from?
Fanning's cousins, people.
That's Dakota Johnson. I don't know what she's from.
I've seen her before.
Yeah, Matthew.
Okay.
All right. 50 Shades of Grey, which I never watched, but that's what she's in when it first thing comes
Didn't
up.
they have like a
Okay.
part 2 or something? Go ahead.
And then what's the
I think
very
there's
last
3
one?
of those movies.
Fergie.
Fergie.
Okay. Sound like you already have yours, but I'm gonna quickly ramble
Go
mine.
ahead. No, it's fine.
I hate Fergie. I don't.
What?
Yeah, she's hot. She's hot, but I can't stand
Why?
her.
Because she peed on herself?
I can't stand her music. I can't stand her music. I can't stand the way she acts. So Fergie is getting killed. I'm off in Fergie.
You did not just say gosh she pees on her.
No, because I feel some type of way, but I get it when I sing that too. Because that's my chick right there.
I'm fucking the Dakota girl because I'm not familiar with her, but I can stick my dick in her, and then I'm gonna marry the Kravitz daughter because, I mean,
Okay.
her father's
Okay.
pretty fucking cool to
Wait.
be my father-in-law. Plus, she's hot as shit. There you go.
I don't know. See, you got Fergie thing's killing me, bro. Hold on. What the fuck? If I'm just gonna go based off attractiveness all the way, which is just gonna hurt Jay's feelings. Fergie's got to go for me.
that's
I'm
fine,
not
man.
even gonna
I'll get-
lie, dude.
More for me.
So I think you're obligated to marry Fergie at this point since we
That's
both
how it's
killed
looking.
her.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just fuck her. Apparently, I got you, Fergie. Don't worry. Fuck that.
I mean, nothing against. I don't have any problems with Fergie. I mean, obviously, I kind of forgot about the whole beat herself thing until you brought it up. That didn't even cross my mind.
My bad, Fergie.
You know, if that can happen to a celebrity and you forget about it and you just kind of still focus on her talent and everything else, she doesn't need a truth buddy. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's be real. All right, so I'll do that. I'm definitely taking a night with Zoe, but I'm marrying Dakota.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am killing Dakota. I'm
All right, so that's all time we have. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Aw.
Join us next week for the deciding conclusion.
Hey, you should have ended it like that. And then if I ever come back again, be like, what the fuck was that?
Hey, what was those last two options, Jay?
Or what? Just. But yeah, I'm killing Dakota because I really don't know who the fuck she is. But I'm smashing the shit out of Zoe, and I'm marrying Fergie because she's a talented young lady as well, and she got some swag about her, and she flousy.
I think if a girl can sing, he's in there.
I don't know about the talent part. Just saying. But all right, that is
She makes more money than I do on her talent. Let's put it that way.
fair enough.
I like her hair.
That is a wrap.
She does have good hair. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right,
This
guys.
is fun.
We're going to do this again. Look for the next recording. Thank you for listening. Check us on the Instagram. Check us out on the Facebook. Follow us on whatever platform you're streaming this episode on. We are on Apple, Spotify, Google. We're out there pretty much in every place. So have a week.
Cash at me.
Peace.
All right, folks, so until next time, I'm Matthew.
I'm Nathan.
And we're here reminding you to be yourself, because everyone else is taken.
So fucking inappropriate.